Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Tuesday, March 12th, 2019. I am the big man on campus. Hope you're having a great day. It's Tuesday, March 12th, and we will get into plenty of championship games tonight. Going to stick mostly with those games. I'll give you some thoughts on some things here as we head into a nice slate here. Hopefully, all of you had a good day. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you come in and say hello if you're out there on the chat box. Make sure you cordially say hello. Also, retweet the show if you're on Twitter. Let's not just do that once or twice, guys. Let's make sure we're doing that every single day. It's a great way to grow the show, and it's really one of the only things that I ask of the audience. Just make sure you're retweeting the show. It's your part and one part you can do to help grow the show always. Obviously, this show will be all around for the tournament. We'll be doing some stuff in Atlantic City. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't. That way you never miss any show that we do. I want to shout out also 14 people like the show already. We have one dislike. What I want to do is highlight that person and shout them out. Thank you for watching, whether you dislike or like. The dislike button really doesn't mean a whole lot. It's just a great way to show the audience that people like it. So we thank you, though, for the listen, because you have to listen to like it. So we thank you for that. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, MyBookie. Make sure you're checking out MyBookie, guys. Obviously, the big thing nowadays is making sure you have all sorts of books. Make sure you have multiple areas to bet games. And, I'm sure you're wanting to bet these conference tournaments. MyBookie has you covered. With all the lines, it's a great spot to get started. They give you a nice sign-up bonus. All you have to do is enter the promo code BMOC. When you open your account, you get yourself a 50% deposit bonus on up to $1,000. So if you put $500 on, they'll give you $250 free. So a nice way to start your bankroll. You can invest in some conference tournament futures and make your money back pretty quick. So make sure you're checking out MyBookie, guys. Use promo code BMOC to get yourself a 50% deposit bonus and to support the show. What's up, Sandy, Matt, James, Marco, Ron, Michael, David, Southside, Corey, Jay, Corey H, Kidson, Jason B, The Things Down, Mikey D. Mikey D had to be settling down early. Mikey D giving us his life story, which is okay. Again, Mike, don't do too much. We don't want to know everything about you. James, Isaac, Funny Bee, Salty Dog, Matt George, what's happening? Let's get into some games here, guys. We will try to find some value on the card. Maybe we'll take a question or two at the end, and then we will wrap everything up. Also, a little bit of a programming note. I will be on tonight with Gabe Morency and Cam Stewart. I'll be on there around 6:10 Eastern. You guys know I'm constantly working. If you saw me last night, I was doing previews at like midnight. I'm always doing something. So, yeah, let's get into the card here. Charles, what's going on? Dan F, Brian, AB. Brian's talking about Forza Juve. Yes, a 1-0 lead. And I do want to take a look before we get into the card here at how my soccer game is going over in England. Tranmere up 4-1. Nice. Very good. Morecambe beating Milton Keynes Dons 3-0. What the hell is going on there? Lincoln's up 1-0, so 2-1. I'm sure we have no goals in Rochdale. No goals. So if everything stays the same, it's going to be 2-2. But how about Tranmere? They're rolling. Awesome. What is Milton Keynes Dons doing? What the hell is going on there? Morecambe's actually playing a bit better lately, but, you're down 3-0? What the hell's going on, MK Dons? But we'll see what happens. Maybe we can get a goal fest in that Rochdale game. Rochdale's given up 75 goals this season. And, of course, the day I send them out to you guys to bet on, they don't score any. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's have some fun, and let's see if we can find some winners. Did anyone hear about that Colorado blizzard? Yeah, Mikey D was telling us about it. Mikey D's just having some fun, I think. Corey, he's doing his thing. Glad to hear you're taking time for you. Thank you, Blue. Appreciate that. Yeah, we would definitely do that once the basketball season is over. But I will get into baseball once basketball is over. We'll take a week or two off, and then we'll get into the baseball card. We'll do a show every day at 5:00. What's up, Sean? Joe, thanks for watching. Let's get into the show here. We'll start out with Fairleigh Dickinson in the Northeastern Championship. They're headed on the road to take on the St. Francis, PA Red Flash. This one is in PA. Now, many of you are probably thinking, where is St. Francis and where is Loretto, Pennsylvania? Loretto, Pennsylvania is actually in the western area of the state. It is near Pittsburgh. It's a small city, not a ton of people. And if you know anything, they're actually known for having they have a federal prison in Loretto, FCI Loretto, which is home to many interesting inmates. And I found it interesting that I actually looked it up. Loretto is one of the, I believe there's 7 federal correctional institutes in Pennsylvania. And you look at the notable inmates that have been at FCI Loretto. You have Vincent Asaro, who is a capo in the Bonanno crime family. You also have John Rowland, who was a governor of Connecticut. He pleaded guilty to honest services fraud. Anthony D'Annunzio, who was the acting boss of the Patriarcha crime family in New England. And also John Forte. John Forte was arrested for accepting a briefcase containing $1.4 million worth of liquid cocaine, and he's at Loretto as well. So Loretto, known for more than just St. Francis, they're home to a federal prison. So how about that? 90 miles east of Pittsburgh. Most of the prisoners at FCI Loretto are there for illegal drug activity, and the average sentence is about 12 years. So how about that? Many don't know that Loretto is what it's famous for, but it is. Let's get into the game, which is what we all want to know about. Listen, this is an interesting game because I've actually mentioned FDU on this show a bit frequently, and they're playing some great basketball. You look at this team; I think they've won 6 in a row. One of the reasons they win a lot of games is they've just been so good from three. I mean, this team is 6th in the country in 3-point percentage at over 40% a game. This team is terrific. And I think this game for them is kind of a swan song. You look at their coach, Greg Herenda. If you know anything about Greg Herenda was a assistant down at East Carolina for many years. Last year during the Final Four, Greg Herenda actually was hospitalized with blood clots in his abdomen and leg. He had to basically gain strength. He had a bad fever. He ended up having to use a cane and a walker and a wheelchair. He had to get himself back to strength. And this was all in a calendar year. There were some great quotes coming out of FDU this week with kind of the turnaround that this team has made and what a great season it would be if they could cap it off with their first tournament run since 2011. Really compelling team and a good team at length as well. Played pretty solid defense. They're actually better defensively than what St. Francis can throw at you. The thing you have to worry about with St. Francis is Keith Braxton. He's so good. He's a guy that can rebound, really can do everything. But you look at the quote from Herenda. To get back to the NCAA tournament within a year of that ordeal would be a dream come true. I have to figure they're going to be quite the back tonight. The only concern I have with this game is this looks like a sharp public split here. Sharps are on St. Francis, public's on the dog. This line just didn't really make a ton of sense. I still think there's a little value. You can actually get a 4.5 out there right now. I'd take 2 possessions here if I have to. I think FDU is the better team. I've said that on my preview. I thought this team would win the the Northeastern Conference. I've had a real good read on this conference. I had LAU Brooklyn last year, liked FDU this year. I think FDU find a way. If you do have FDU at a big price, I would consider probably making sure you're hedging out. This is a big number. I think we were getting 6-1 or 8-1 on this. So yeah, that's obviously it's obviously something to keep an eye on. Juventus up 2-0, very good. Settle down, Mike Hunt. No need to bring other people into this. Let's not worry about that. Florence, Colorado, Supermax, the most secure prison in the world. Correct. AdMax, Florence. You're 100% correct. What's up, Offshore Whale? Offshore Whale. We don't want any funny business from you. So just be on your best behavior. Everybody in here that's bringing up other people's names, let's just keep it fun here. Yeah, but it wasn't funny, Mike. I mean, jokes are supposed to be funny. That wasn't funny. What was funny about that, Mike? I've seen you on Twitter, Mike. You're a troll and you're out of here. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. I'm not putting up with trolls. I've seen Mike Hunt on Twitter. He's a troll, and we don't have time for trolls. Let's listen. I have no problem with jokes. You want to have fun in here? That's totally fine. But we're not bringing in other. We're not bringing in other cappers. We're not bringing other people's names into things. Mike Hunt is a troll, and we're not dealing with him. What's up, Gebetted? Thanks for watching. See you, Mike Hunt. Sean Childress, how you doing? Chris, listen, man, we're going to give you one opportunity. We're not dealing with your crap in here. Okay, so if you want to come in, listen to the show, that's fine. But we're not talking, we're not doing any plugs. We're not doing, you calling out everybody. Let's just talk about the show. This show's a very fun show. We have fun in here. We give out good picks. We don't need any. Okay, well, if you want to play that game, we can play that one too. Just don't be a prick to people. Yes, we did. We had a very good show yesterday. We always have very good shows here. So again, if I had to play this, I would lean with Fairleigh Dickinson. I like the way they're playing right now. Really like the way they're playing right now. They're always in a game. I think this one comes down to the wire per usual in the NEC. What else do we have here? Let's move on to let's go down to Hartford. Hartford taking on UNBC. This is an interesting game. I actually like Hartford here. I've talked about Hartford. They're a team with 5 seniors, guys. 5 seniors in their starting lineup. They're the most experienced team in the country. The problem that Hartford has sometimes is if they get into foul trouble, they really have no other option because they really don't go over 6 deep. They have little to no bench. The bench is only contributing about 15% of their total minutes, which is dead last in the country. They don't have a bench. It's that simple. You look at this UNBC team, though. They had no trouble with UNBC this year. Beat them at home and then beat them on the road by 9 points. I held them to 64 and 61 points. This is a good basketball team that really had no trouble with the opponent. It's always hard to beat a team 3 times around. And look, I just like Hartford. I think they're a team that, when played against UNBC has really only played well this year against Vermont. That's the only team that they've really been terrific against. This Hartford team leads the conference in all the major efficiency categories, number 1 in 3-point percentage. And this is not, a vintage UNBC defense. They're good. They're not great. They do show up trouble scoring. I love the experience. I love the continuity between a team that has 5 seniors as starters. I kind of like a play here on Hartford. Let's keep it moving here. Pittsburgh, Boston College. A lot of injuries for BC. Really don't have much opinion on that one. Gun to my head, I'd lean Pitt, but they're not playing particularly well coming into the tournament here. Hofstra Northeastern. This is the CAA final. Northeastern at 2, total 145.5. This total's come down about 8 points, guys, and I don't really know that I understand it. I was a bit surprised to see the big move down. I mean, when has Hofstra really shown, like over the last month, that they can defend? I mean, seriously. I mean, when did that happen? Because I know they were defending good, like kind of in the middle of the season, but lately they haven't defended. They gave up 75 points The one time they played Northeastern. Actually, both times they were giving up into the 70s offensively and defensively. So both these teams, they run good offense. Hofstra with Wright Foreman and Pemberton. We know what Northeastern is going to do. A lot of ball screens up at the top of the key with Vasa Pusika. I just don't really know why this total's come down so much. I will say, though, in conference tournament games like this, they do tend to stay under the number. This is a low total, though. Two pretty decent pace teams here, particularly Hofstra. They go real slow. They go real fast. Northeastern's not as fast. They're kind of like 250-ish tempo, so they're on the more slow end. But this is still a team right now that I think is running some good offense. I don't like what Hofstra does on the defensive end. Yeah, tired legs theory, which is good. But generally, the thing is, though, with tired legs, if you have tired legs, generally that means defense is the first thing to go. So that's kind of something that I would keep in mind with there. I guess it's something to figure in, but in conference championship games, all these games, I think a lot of the time, look, you're just playing. You want to get to the tournament. You're just playing on kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You're playing on, just the moment. It's just kind of just how you're looking at it right now. But these teams are tough. Right in the championship, they're tough to kind of see through. There's not a lot of value a lot of the time in some of these championship games, but I think 145 is still fair to maybe take an over here. I think we get into the 70s with both these teams. Vermont, Binghamton. Vermont had no trouble with Binghamton the first time they played, 78-50. The second game was a little closer. Binghamton's actually playing pretty well right now, but Vermont, as we know, is always kind of on another level in these kind of games. Northern Kentucky, Wright State. When Northern Kentucky won last night, my first thought was they're definitely the play tomorrow. But last night I had Green Bay, and again, my premiums over the last 2 weeks have been pure shit, but I thought I was really onto something with Green Bay last night. I really liked the number. I got the best of it. Wright State, though, is just a team that really just gnaws you down. They're a great free throw shooting team. They really just do things that, really just kind of they don't really show up, but they do them. You look at this team, guys. 75% from the line in conference. You look at every player on this team. Billy Wampler, 81%. Malachi Smith, 86%. Cole Gentry, 90%. Mark Hughes, 73%. These guys are all so good from the line. They legitimately closed out Green Bay last night because Green Bay was missing free throws and they were making them. It's just that simple. You look at Northern Kentucky. I wasn't overly impressed with them last night. And they got the win, though, and they're going off that kind of that feeling, that crazy, momentum from last night. Drew McDonald, you have to figure he's going to be effective tonight against Loudon Love. I think that's a matchup that they can win. I definitely like the guard play they have. I think they're better at the guard than Wright is. I think Northern Kentucky's the play, but this game could be won at the free throw line. You look at these teams. Northern Kentucky, 67%. Wright State, 74%. Wright State 66 in the country, Northern Kentucky 295 in the country. In these kind of games, if you can't make free throws, you don't win. It's that simple. Please retweet the show if you're out there on Twitter. It's very helpful. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even really put a link out for this fucking thing, man. Fuck. I totally forgot. Let me do that real quick. Always, it's always good when you have like almost 300 people in here. You didn't even put a tweet out about it. People just know where the show is. Matt Varnum. Yeah, the kids are young. That's a good point. That's kind of where you're kind of just playing off of the moment. I have Northern Kentucky plus 115 to win the Horizon. Yeah, you're obviously in a great spot. You just you get plus money, which is a better line than we're all getting. And in fact, I actually gave Northern Kentucky out as well. If you watch my preview, I actually have a couple of previews that have actually done pretty well. I had Iona plus 325. They won. I had Northern Kentucky I have Florida Fairleigh Dickinson. What did I take in the I took Northeastern also in the Colonial. So if you guys are watching these are actually starting to find their way a little bit. Early on they struggled just because of some of the upsets, but I have a couple previews that are looking. I mean, obviously I took Gonzaga; they're in a great spot as well. But I have a couple that are really live tonight, which I kind of forgot about. Binghamton's chances tonight, I wouldn't say they're particularly good. To win, they have no chance. To cover, I don't think it's impossible. Sam Sessome's playing really good right now. Binghamton's they're playing the best basketball of the season. How do you get plays emailed? Just email me at bmocsports@gmail.com. bmocsports@gmail.com. We don't tease. We don't really tease games, dude. Teasing is for amateurs. And no offense, it's just my opinion. What's up, Russ? I just opened a Twitter account. Don't know how to tweet yet. Well, you'll get a hang of it. You'll become addicted to it. Appreciate Alex B. Smith. Thanks for watching, buddy. Always appreciate your support and candor. Thank you. Make sure all of you guys, and this is straight from the boss. I like to support friends of mine, and I'm loyal to friends of mine. Make sure you go check out the great Ian Cameron, Alex Smith, and McGinnis. And I believe they have another guy on there as well. Go check out what they're doing with hockey. They're not a ton of great handicappers out there or in the no handicappers when it comes to hockey. We have plenty of people on the show right now. Make sure you go support those guys. They put in a lot of good work, and they would appreciate your support. So I'm asking all of you as a favor to me, go take care of those guys and watch what they're doing. I know they do they have a Patreon, which is very smart. I don't think they charge a whole lot to watch that. So make sure you're checking out those guys. Real good people. Also, make sure, guys, we'll do a little promo here. Make sure you're checking out the great folks at MyBookie. A lot of you have done that. A lot of you went and supported MyBookie. Listen, it's always good, guys, to have a multitude of different books. Make sure MyBookie's one of them. From contests to great lines to conference tournaments, you can play casino games, all sorts of stuff at MyBookie. Make sure you're checking it out now. Use promo code BMOC. You'll get yourself a 50% deposit bonus. So if you put $200 in there, they're going to give you $100 for free to bet on whatever you want. You want to use it on the future, you can do that. You want to use it on the game tonight, you can do that. Make sure you go check out MyBookie. They have all the conference tournament futures. You can bet England League One, England League Two. You can bet lower leagues in England. They have all the odds. Check out MyBookie. Bitcoin deposits, Bitcoin withdrawals. You can get your money quick. MyBookie.ag. Open your account. Use promo code BMOC today. Let's get in here. Look. Here comes Milton Keynes Dons. They're down 3-2. Can we get a crazy finish here? A 4-3 action? Maybe. Do we have any goals in the Rochdale game? Still no goals. What are the chances of Rochdale not scoring or giving up a goal? They're going to keep a clean sheet today. Go fucking figure. Tranmere's a winner, and Lincoln's up 2-0. So I'm going to go 2-1 in League Two. It looks like 2-2, but hey, maybe Milton Keynes Dons can do the unthinkable. Come back from 3-0 down, which isn't impossible. We'll see how it goes. Let's keep it going here tonight. Styles P's in here. Thanks for watching. Did you miss FDU in St. Francis? Yeah, I lean FDU +6. What else do we have here? All right. Yeah, a lot of clowns in this chat today. And you know what? That's what people do, guys. They steal my intellectual property and put it out to the masses, which is illegal. And again, once the season ends, guys, I have a lot more time on my hands. I know who Will Selachek is 1,000%. That's how stupid the motherfucker is. He doesn't think that I know who he is. He is stealing my information. It's intellectual property. I could sue him for it, and I will be. Okay? You can mark my words. Once the season is over, he will be sued. And I have no problem saying it. He will be getting sued. So he can do what he wants. He can continue to steal my information. It is intellectual property, and I have a right running a business. It clearly stated on my website at Right Wager. It clearly states now If you steal my plays, you will get in trouble for it. It's illegal. You can't do it. It's that simple. So again, it's no threat. It's all I can do. If Will Selchuk was my next door neighbor, I'd beat the fucking shit out of him. But he's not. I don't know where he is. You're stealing my information, and it's illegal. Okay? It's not correct. You can't do it. It's not good ethically. You don't steal other people's info and push it off for your own self. It's intellectual property. You know it, and I know it. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep creating fucking accounts. Doing what you got to do. But again, I know who you are. I'm not stupid. I'm way smarter than you think I am. I 100% know who you are. Believe me, I know what I'm doing here. You think I don't know who you are? Keep having your fun. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm doing what I have to do to deal with you. So you can keep doing it. It'll happen. It's not difficult. Let's keep it moving. I'm not gonna. I don't know why I even talk about this shit. Don't. Let's not worry about it. Let's just move on. But when you're coming in my chat and you're posting shit, it's just not fair, man. Like it isn't. It's not fair. This is why I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing all this work, and I have people giving shit out. It's not gonna fucking happen anymore. It's not. It's going to stop. So test me all you want, but you'll have to deal with me sooner or later. So when you see me in person, make sure you have so much to say when you have stuff to say on the internet, because I know who you are. It's really clear who you are. So let's get back to the games here. St. Mary's and Gonzaga. Gonzaga laying 14.5. I would lay it here with Gonzaga. St. Mary's is a team that I think is very one-dimensional. Jordan Ford. If you can stand in front of Jordan Ford, which San Diego couldn't do, you will beat St. Mary's. It's that simple. Gonzaga with Tilly back. Gonzaga with a full complement now. Listen, this team wins games by an average of, I think, 23 points a game in conference or something crazy. They're winning their games the first half by 14. I think first half a full game are worth the look. I think St. Mary's goes out with a whimper. Most Gonzaga players didn't play more than 25 minutes last night. Got a nice little rest, which is nice. What else do we have here? James Wolfe, just do your show. Well, James, when people steal your information, it's easy for you to say because they're not stealing your information. They're stealing my information, and they're giving it out to people that don't pay for it. I do a lot of work, and I deserve to be compensated for the work I'm doing. People will say, well, you're not winning. You shouldn't be getting charged. I do a lot of work. I do these shows. I do a lot of stuff, and it's not right. So I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being, I'm sick of seeing shit like that. It's hard. I don't care if you say shit about me, but don't be stealing my stuff, man. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not fair to me. But you know what? You know what's funny? I still making money, so you're not really hurting me. But it's not fair to everyone else. All right, guys. So that's what I have. I went over about 7 or 8 games here. Kind of gave an opinion. Yeah, I think Omaha is worth a look tonight against North Dakota State. I don't know if North Dakota State belongs here. I think they obviously put a good effort in, but I think Omaha is the best team in this conference right now. Unfortunately, we don't see South Dakota State. But look, I really like what Omaha is doing. They're the number 1 team in the country at not turning the basketball over. So I think that's something where I think you have a real nice advantage at in this game. They're not going to make dumb mistakes. They're not going to, put the ball on the court. They're not going to hurt you. I think this is a good spot to maybe grab Omaha laying 3.5. Not the best number in the world, but I definitely think it is worth it. What else do we have here? Try to answer any questions anyone might have. What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Maryland Eastern Shore, any thoughts in the over? I don't have any thoughts in that one. A game that I wouldn't be getting involved in. SWAC, I don't have much on the SWAC tonight. I did do a preview for it, though, if you want to check that out. I would recommend Texas Southern in this conference. How much for premium plays? You can email me at bmocsports@gmail.com, bmocsports@gmail.com. Zags look unstoppable with Tilly back. Yeah, they definitely do. They are terrific with Achille and Tilly. I think they're going to be a very tough team to beat. What else do we have here? All right, that's pretty much it. We'll just kind of talk about whatever, guys, here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Will Mountain West preview be coming out? Yeah, basically what's going to happen, guys, is for the Power 6 conferences, I'm not going to be releasing those to the public. I'm going to give all those to the customers that I have. The customers pay me for great info, and they're going to be getting all those previews. I'm not going to be putting them out to the public. If you want those, you can contact me, bmocsports@gmail.com. The customers are going to get all those Power 6 previews. I'm going to do the SEC, Big 10, Big East, ACC, American, and Pac-12, and Big 12. I think I didn't say that. So we're going to have all those, and I'm going to send all those out to the email list. How bad was that St. Mary's game last night? Yeah, it was tough. What are you going to do? SBR is shit. They're going down the drain. That's why Pistol Pete abandoned ship. Well, I had no comment on that. Do I like Prairie View? Not really looking to lay that kind of number with Prairie View. I would rather take the money line there, but I have a future on that game, Northeastern. I mentioned I like the Northeastern conference tournament, so I ended up just rocking with that. The Jazz fan got a lifetime ban, but Birmingham Pitch Invader got 14 years. Well, he actually got 10 years. And, again, you have to realize it's a different country. They do different things. I don't know. Listen, I'm not sending any rumors out. He said that. I didn't say that. I don't know what Peter's status is. I haven't spoke to Peter Loshek in a while. I don't talk to anyone at SBR anymore, so I have no idea. The only person I talk to at SBR is Donnie, and he doesn't really interact with all those guys. So, yeah, I don't know what Peter Loshek's status is. Do you think this is the weakest field in the NCAA tournament? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to look at the other fields. I don't know that it's a weak field. I think there are definitely teams, that are teams that can make a run. Like I think Wofford can make a great run. I think they're surely capable. A team like Wofford. I think teams like, I'm not necessarily saying Nevada, but you look at a team like a Marquette or a Houston. I've been very high on UCF. I think VCU's worth a look. Texas Tech, they're a 3 seed. So I think there's definitely teams there, but yeah, it's not a great field. It really isn't. Even the 1 seeds, I think, are questionable. I love Kentucky. I love Kentucky. I think they're a top 5 team, but I think in other years, I don't think they'd be a 1 seed. I think the 3 best teams are definitely with Zion, Duke, Gonzaga, and Virginia. But I have a feeling only 2 of those 3 are actually going to be in the Final Four. I think it's Virginia and Gonzaga's year. Also, guys, I am kicking around the idea of doing a bracket contest. I don't really know how I'm going to do it just because I do have so many followers, and I don't know how I'm going to handle it. It's just a lot of work. As you get older, it gets as the seasons kind of come in. You kind of have more and more people that follow, and it just be so tough to really put on. I'd love to do one, but I just think it's just so much. Any thoughts on Clemson, NC State? I have no idea. I haven't looked at the card tomorrow yet. How far will Wofford go? I think they can go to the Final Four. Favorite snack when watching games? I'm not really a snack kind of guy. I don't really eat snacks. I'm more of just an overall meal kind of guy. Would I hedge on Northeastern FDU? No. I mean, I'm not really wanting to lay 200, which you're gonna have to lay. I guess maybe an FDU, maybe to get your money back or something, but I don't really hedge on anything under 10-1, so I'm good on that. Does Belmont get in as an at-large? No. Settle down, Sharrak Hustler. You have no idea what's going on. Stop. Sharrak Hustler, I'm going to tell you for the last time, stop mentioning other people. You have no idea what's going on. Don't jump to conclusions, all right? Stop. You have no idea what's going on with Peter Loshak. Let's not worry about him, okay? We'll, I'm sure, find out what's going on with him down the road. I wish Peter the best. I hope he's good. And if he needs me, he can always contact me. But stop contacting him. Stop mentioning him. We have no idea what's going on with him. Just cut it out. My favorite meal. Wow. I'll be honest. I'm a big meatloaf guy. To be really frank with you, I'm a big meatloaf guy. Veal Parmesan, baked ziti, any manigot, anything like that. I'm a big burger guy. I like burgers, sausage and peppers, sushi. But if you ask me my final meal, that would be I would definitely go with like meatloaf, maybe some macaroni and cheese, a little broccoli, maybe some milk or something. So that's what I would probably go after. Who is Matt Varnum? Matt Varnum is a moderator on here, and he will handle dealing with people that are annoying. So yeah, I've put him on as moderator. He's a good guy. What play do you like the most? I like them all the same. Teriyaki beef and chicken and rice. Sounds good. A steak and an egg in Massachusetts. Sounds good. I'm more of a bacon, egg, and cheese kind of guy, but sounds actually all right. What's up, Reagan? Thanks for watching. What's a good traditional Albanian dish? Brek. It's like a meat patty with like it's kind of like a stromboli. It's kind of meat and cheese and all sorts of stuff. It's very good. Dukajini Borek in the Bronx. It's the best Borek you'll ever have. If you're ever interested, take a look at Dukajini. It's a great Borek spot in the Bronx. What's my favorite under tonight? Not sure I have any unders that I like tonight. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for watching. Any gut where you think Le'Veon Bell's going to go? I have no idea where Le'Veon Bell's going to go. You wish the Jackrabbits are playing tonight? Yeah, I hear you. That'd have been fun. Ketchup on meatloaf. I think it's great mixed in, but you got to get like a ketchupy sauce. I'm not really a fan of just straight ketchup on meatloaf. It's got to be hot. It's got to be kind of mixed into the meatloaf. My mom makes – I think my mother makes the best meatloaf on earth. So. NBA, which I want to take a look at here before we go. We got NBA tonight. I like the T-Wolves a little bit at +9. I think they're worth a look. I also kind of like I like Dallas a little bit as well. I like Dallas tonight. Dallas +5 and Minnesota +9. Dallas +5 and Minnesota +9. I like both those. How the fuck, man? Rochdale, Oxford don't score one goal. How sick is that? Oh, well, 2-2. Wish I would have just stuck with 3. I would have went 2-1. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Do I like Boston College? Not particularly. Thank you, Mike Butler. Shout out to Daryl Lyles, Little Arthur Avenue, Little Italy, Arthur Ave. Great stuff, Daryl. Nothing like Belmont Ave, Arthur Avenue. Good stuff. Does your mom put cheese on meatloaf? No. That's a no-no. Not in my house. Mohammed Jomas is Lebanese food. I've never had it. To check it out. Yeah, we'll be on Periscope. Sounds good. Chris Herron Jr. Oh, very good. Chris Herron, big BC legend. Had an issue with some drug stuff and bounced back. Now he has a son. Good stuff. Any kind of homemade pocket pie or stromboli, it's burek. It's like a kind of like a stromboli. It's called burek. Check injuries for the Wolves. I don't care about injuries. Nor do I. Well, I look at them. I don't bet NBA on injuries. I couldn't care less who's playing, to be honest. I literally just bet it. I'd actually prefer if there were injuries because I think that the public will overreact even more. Karl Anthony Towns is playing. That's all I care about, really. Derrick Rose. Thank you, though, Jordan. You're very nice to say that, but I don't really cap it like that. So I'm on Dallas +5, and I'm on the Timberwolves +9. As always, I'll say tail or fade. Do what you will. If you want to tail, you can. If you don't, then don't. Let's shout out our good friend Jesus Franco, 2 Cal Plaza. Allison told him about the show, and he's watching it. So thanks to Jesus Franco for watching. Yeah, Lloyd, that was actually I believe there was a 40 for 40 on, or 30 for 30 on that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. All of you have a great day. Thanks for checking us out. We will obviously probably be on Periscope a little bit later. Make sure you join us for that. Make sure you're checking out MyBookie. Use promo code BMOC. Promo code BMOC when opening your account. Get a nice 50% deposit bonus. Make sure you're checking that out. And make sure you're checking out all the free previews that I did on the YouTube channel. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.